Hi, I'm Chris Guld with Geeks On Tour, and in this episode of Fun with Photos, I'm going to be taking a look at Krista's question. She asks, how do I delete photos I've already put into an album? I think Krista is getting confused between folders on a computer and albums on Google Photos. So I'm going to explain. I'm going to start by going to the computer, showing you pictures in a folder and how you put them into subfolders. Then I'm going to take the same group of photos in Google Photos and show you the difference of making albums. And finally, if you really want to get the photos out of your Google Photos library while leaving them in albums, I will show you a way to do that. Let's get started. So here I am on a Windows computer, but the concepts are the same on a Mac. On Windows, I'm using the Files and Folders system. On Mac, it would be the Finder. I have a folder that's called My Pictures, and in there I have 10 pictures. Now, you usually have a lot more than this, but I wanted it to be real clear what's going on. So these 10 pictures are from different years. I like my pictures to be organized by year. So instead of having them all in the My Pictures folder, I'm going to make a folder for each year. Now, it's hard to even tell what year they're in, but if I change my view to details, I can now see the years, and it looks like there's some from 2018 and some from 2013. So if I make a folder, I click on New and Folder and 2013, and then I will just drag the files from this picture is from 2013. I will drag it into the 2013 folder. This one is from 2013. I'll drag it in. And this one, and this one, and this one. So I'll select them all and drag all three of them in to the 2013 folder. Now, if I go back out and just look at my pictures, notice, well, let me view the actual photos. There. I am only seeing 5 photos in the My Pictures folder. The ones that are in the 2013 have been moved into 2013. Now I want to make a 2018 new folder, 2018, and move all of these photos into that folder. So now the My Pictures folder only sees 2 other folders. It doesn't see all the pictures. That looks nice and neat, but here's the problem. Did you notice a lot of these pictures, both 2018 and 2013, have pictures of national parks? What if I want a folder called National Parks? So I'll go out here, I'll make a new folder called National Parks. Now what do I have to do? I have to copy the pictures. So the 2018, this is from Yellowstone, this is from Tetons, this one is from Tetons, and that one is from Yellowstone. I have to copy them in order to put them into national parks. Paste. Now, how many pictures do I have total? Well, there's 5 in 2013, there's 5 in 2018, and there's 4 in national parks. I now have 14 pictures, 4 of which are duplicates. That is an unsustainable organizational structure. You do not want duplicates if you can help it. So now let's take a look at Google Photos. This is a brand new account with only those same 10 photos in it so that we can really see what's going on. And there are some from national parks, there's some from Christmas time, and there's some of me and Jim in our travels. First of all, I don't even need albums by year because look how clearly Google Photos puts pictures in by year and month. So all the pictures are organized automatically by date, by month and year, by date taken. So now I'll say that this picture and this picture, I want to be in an album called Chris and Jim's Travels. I select the pictures, then click the plus, make an album, a new album, and Chris. So I now have an album called just Chris and Jim's Travels, which just show those two photos. But here's the deal. Those two photos are still in what's called the library or the stream. Sometimes I call it the stream because that's how Google Photos organizes your photos. I have over 100,000 photos in my account, and they are all in one giant stream by date. But I also make albums. Now, these same photos that were in Chris and Jim's Travels were also taken in the Tetons National Park. So I can select them and this one and this one and make an album called National Parks. Now I ask you, did I have to make a copy? So are these two pictures copied into the National Parks album? No, they are not. And here's how I prove it. If you try to delete these photos now from the library, I mean, this is what Krista was talking about. She put this picture into an album. She now wants it gone from the library. If you delete that, it says remove from your Google account devices with backup turned on and places shared. It will be removed from everywhere when you move to trash. Let me do this one as well, just to make it very clear. So the pictures of Chris and Jim's Travels, look at the album for Chris and Jim's Travels. It is now empty because I deleted the photos from the library. It is also, those two pictures are also gone from the National Parks album. So let me go get those back. I'm going to go into the trash and get these back. This was something previously. I click on them and I click Restore. Restore. Now here's a cool thing. Not only have they been restored to the library, but it remembers that those two pictures were in albums. So Chris and Jim's Travels, those two pictures are back. National Parks, those two pictures are back. Now, I promised that I would give you a way to get them out of the library if you really wanted to. So these two pictures are in two albums. I can remove them from the library by putting them into what's called the archive. That's all the archive means, is remove them from the view of the entire library and put them into the archive. So they're still here. They're still in my account. They're still in the albums, but they are not showing up in the archive. I can do that with all the rest of the national park. I can put them all in the archive. 3 dots, archive. Now my library is down to just 4 pictures, but all the pictures are in the albums. And if I really want to see the archive, there they are. So, big difference between folders on a computer and albums on Google Photos. One picture can be in many albums as long as it is in your account. It will still be in the library. You can put it in the archive so it's not viewed in the mainstream of your library.